What's up? So today I'm going to go over how to install handles on cabinets or drawers. So as you can see here, we got our new cabinets installed. Now we want to put handles on them because although you can open them like this, oh, I have my little helper today. Say hi.
Hi.
Say hello.
Hello.
Hola.
Hola.
So instead of opening them just using the hands and the actual cabinet itself, we want to install handles, right? Just for us, we think it's nicer. So what do? Tools that you will need. I can't stress this enough. For this stuff, you definitely need a level. You need a level, you need measuring tape, pencil. I strongly suggest pencil, not permanent marker, and a drill. You just need one. I have a couple because I drill the holes with the bit and then obviously screw it in, and I just don't like wasting time unscrewing or taking the bits off, so I just have a couple of drills and that way it's easy. And tip of from me to you, I learned this from my buddy, my primo Oscar. One of the things I learned is that you get a used piece of wood and you're gonna need it, so when you drill a hole through the inside, for example, say here, you drill a hole, you place this in the back, and when you drill a hole, it's not gonna shatter, the wood's not gonna break and splinter from the back. That way it has something that you're gonna sustain. You're gonna sustain the piece of wood, and the drill bit is gonna go straight into it without splintering in the back. It gives it a bad look when it's splintered in the back. Not a big deal, but you know, it's all in the details. So my goal right now is to install this handle, okay, here. That's the look. So what you want to do first, my suggestion is, let's see if I can put this down. There you go. My suggestion is another tip of the trade is you measure from the hole, from both holes, from this to this, and you just put in the level that you will be using. Okay, I already pre-marked it. Okay, we have different sizes, so I already know which size I'm going to use. This is the center, and I got the center from measuring this. Okay, so you measure that, then you get the center, so you won't waste time. Just use a lever or a ruler. I like the lever, and go from there. After you take the center of the piece that you're going to install, then you take the center of the cabinet where you're going to put the handle. So here, I'm going to set this down. So this is 20 and 5/8. So 25/8, half of that would be 15 and 3/8. 10 and 3/8. No, it's gonna be 10, 20. So it's gonna be 10 and 5/16. That's half of 20 and 5/8 approximately. So then you're gonna mark it. Okay. Once you mark that, you bring the level that you already marked half in. So you already know where your half mark is on the handle. So you mark the 2 points and 2 holes. Okay? So now you know where you're going to mark the holes. Now this is another tip that I've learned. Just because you mark the holes and you think it's level, because you use the level, it might not be. Why did I say that? I say that because when the carpenter builds the cabinets, his level might be a little different than yours. So every 1/16 of an inch counts, because when you have a lot of them, it stands out, right? For an example, so what I do is I first use a level to see where the furniture actually lands in. So this piece of furniture, it's leveled and it's not exactly level, so I mark where the bubble is here. Based on that, then I will mark where the handle is going to go based on that bubble. Alright, so it's right there. Okay. Now it is leveled, but it's leveled based on the carpenter. It's leveled based on the furniture that was built. Okay, so that way when you see the furniture itself, the handles go with the furniture and not necessarily with the zero, with the 100% level. So just a trick, little trick I learned. So then go ahead and drill it. Remember, put this piece behind it so it won't splinter. When you make a hole, you want to try to be 90 degrees and horizontal. That determines how the levels grab too. So you want to make sure that you drill as horizontal as possible. When I mean horizontal, I mean as parallel to the ground as possible. Awesome. So this is not hard. Anyone can do it. It's a great do-it-yourself project. You save a little bit of money. You have a little bit of time. Actually, you can save a lot of money. And it's a little detailed. This really just might be a little time-consuming, right? So I'd rather do this. That's still time-consuming, and I already know how to do it. I'd rather do this and have my workers work on bigger projects that I could also supervise while I'm here. And that way they won't spend too much time in little mundane projects like this, and they could get going on bigger tasks, right? So let's install this. So this aspect, the back of it is actually, check this out. Normal furniture piece is about an inch, and this is a little farther. It's like an inch and a half because I ordered thicker boards. So what you want to do is you want to have a variety of tools that you can use. Screws. Cool. So this was perfect. See that? Right. Boom. That sound you heard, the torque, that is adjustable. So it's adjustable so that usually drills have 1, 2, 3, or for instance, Makita has 16 different speeds and one drill. What you want to do is you want to adjust it so that it's not like a super fast for a little small project like this, because you don't want the screw to go all the way. So this is the minimal, so as soon as it tightens up, the torque, you could hear the torque, and it's going to kind of release it and continue to drill so your screw doesn't go all the way. Anyways, this is a finished project, little finished product. Boom. See that?
This.
Oh, wow. Say bye.
Bye.